So I kind of did a thing. You've been commenting on my videos, sending me emails. I even got that one message through carrier pigeon. Anyway, you've been telling me that you're not getting any sales, or you're getting sales, but you're not getting as many as your book deserves or as you deserve. And to be clear, it's not because you're lazy. You've been spreading the word about your book on all your social media, your Facebooks, your Instagerm, your TikTok, but still crickets. But there's one place you've probably forgot about. And no, it's not your space. It's here on YouTube. So like I said, I did a thing. I created a course to show you how you can create a YouTube channel to show off your books and your brand. And don't worry, you don't even have to be on screen. And yes, it works even for low content and no content books. And the name of the course is, well, YouTube for Books. I mean, that just makes sense, right? And before you start freaking out, I don't want to be a YouTuber. The whole point about this course is that I'm not trying to make you a YouTuber, but to show you how to leverage the massive reach that YouTube has to introduce new people to your books and your brand. Most of your competitors are promoting on all the other social media platforms, right? But how many of them are showing them off on YouTube? And if you hate selling and you hate being salesy, well, you're gonna love this, because with a YouTube channel, you're not selling your book, you're showing it. So in today's video, I'm going to give you an insider's peek into YouTube for Books. I'm going to show you all the different modules, the downloadables, everything.
Can you do that?
Of course I can. I'm the creator. Anyway, if you're at least a little intrigued, then hit that thumbs up button. Now, before you say, Keith, I don't want to be a YouTuber. Like I said, I'm not trying to make you a YouTuber. I'm just trying to show you how you can reach other people that might not have ever heard of your book or ever found your brand. So let's check out YouTube for Books. So here we are in the course, and the very first thing you're going to see is the welcome screen and the welcome video from me. Just welcome you to the course, give me a little bit of information, a little bit about me. So then the next one, the very first real video, is It's Not That Different. And that video is to show that to explain the fact that it's not that different to create a YouTube channel than it is self-publishing books. And in the video, I'll explain how things correlate with one another. Like, for example, the thumbnail on a YouTube video is similar to the book cover on a book. That's obvious. That's an obvious example, but there are a lot of little nuances. In fact, the algorithm for YouTube is very similar when it comes to relevancy and things like that as the Amazon algorithm. So again, that's all covered here in this video. Next up is knowing the rules. Just like with anything, there are rules to abide by, just like with KDP. And so again, I covered that in here. And then let's talk money, where I go in and I explain how much you can expect to spend on creating your YouTube channel. And again, just like with books, it's really going to be a balance between what you have more of, more time or more money. You're either going to be putting in some time to create thumbnails and create, edit videos and things like that, or you can hire someone to do that. But again, just like with books, there are people that can help you along the way. So as a spoiler, it's absolutely possible, just like with books, to create a YouTube channel and have videos and everything else without spending any money. But again, you are going to end up spending some time to do those things. And again, the whole point of this course is I'm not trying to make you a YouTuber. So everything I show you is streamlined to the point, just giving you what you need to know and to create to start your YouTube channel, get it running successfully. But again, not trying to make you a YouTuber, not trying to get you thousands of subscribers. It really is less about subscribers with this than it is about just getting views, just getting people to see your books, see your videos. And so again, I don't want this to take up a lot of your time. It's supposed to be streamlined so that way it's just a minor element in your business. So again, not to take away from you creating your books. So that's module 1. Module 2 is decision time. So I start off with talking about finding your why, just like with books, and you're going to see this throughout the course, is knowing why you're doing it will help you stay the course. It will help you stay on track. Just like with books, when you know why you're creating that book, it helps you when you get to the things that are maybe not necessarily as fun. And so finding your why and keeping that at the top of your mind is a very important decision to make. And that's why it was the very first video in that particular module. Next up is the why to for books. It's a sheet. It's the first download. When you get the course, it's right here. I provide a CSV file, an Excel file, as well as an XLX file, depending on what your needs are. And so you can download one of those, and it's basically a spot. It's a spreadsheet where you can keep track of these things that are going to be important for you to make decisions on. Things like, again, you write down your why. Whether you want to do short form videos, long form videos, lives, or whatever, it's going to be a document where you can literally just keep track of that. And again, it's something that I had early on when I started my YouTube channel, and I found it very helpful. So I've tweaked it a little bit to be more relevant, and again, to be streamlined. It doesn't have to be as detailed as what I had. So that's what that is. And then down here is keeping it all straight. And this is me actually going line by line. You could see this is actually the YouTube for Books spreadsheet. I'm literally just going line by line, explaining what each of the things mean and why it's important to make that decision. And I even give you homework. Yes, there's some homework in some of these modules. But again, it's just to help you stay on track. I mean, if you're spending money on a course, you need to make sure that you're not just buying the course and not doing anything with it. No, we want actionable tasks to do, things to keep you on track. And again, I don't want creating your YouTube channel to be something that's going to take up a lot of your time. So we want to make sure that we're smart with our time. And by giving you homework, it's again to make sure that you don't kind of just put things off and don't ever get around to it. It's to hold you accountable. All right. And then it's all about getting started. This next module is, again, all about getting started. We talk about, I show you how to create your YouTube channel. You actually look over my shoulder as I go in and as I create a brand new YouTube channel for this course. And then the next one is customizing your YouTube channel. I even go as far as this one's actually a bit longer because I take you, it's 18 minutes, and I take you all the way through, like every little element when it comes to customizing your YouTube channel for your needs. And then I even go as far as to show you how to create a custom watermark. So you can actually have a watermark on your YouTube channel. It's a little subscribe button, but it doesn't have to say subscribe. You can have any kind of image you want. And that's what I show you in that video right there. And then this video is all about just additional YouTube settings that can help tweak your YouTube channel and kind of dial everything all in. And then it comes down to the big part. This is the biggest portion of the course, and that is creating the videos. And so we start off with brainstorming video ideas. I even show you how to use AI to help find ideas and brainstorm ideas for your course. In fact, I actually will give you the script that I use. In this video, I actually create 3 different lists from AI based on 3 completely different channel ideas. And so I actually in here will show you the sample AI prompt that I used for brainstorming. So you've got that. And then now it's about planning out your first video. So that's the next video. So we've got all the brainstorming done. And now we're like, okay, well, what's my first video going to be? And so I show you how to do that. I also create a downloadable where you write down all of your video ideas, whether it's ones that you got from brainstorming yourself, whether it's ones that you got from AI, whatever. And again, I've got 3 different versions depending on what your needs are for downloads. And then I talk about the most important things about creating YouTube videos. And this one is super important to me because, again, I want to make this as streamlined for you as possible. I don't want you spending hours and hours and days and weeks creating a video and dialing everything in. Again, we're not making you a YouTuber. We're just using YouTube as a way to leverage and access millions of people to find your book and to find your brand. And so I show you in this video what the most important things are to focus on. So instead of getting sucked into all these YouTube videos on being a YouTuber, again, you're not going to be a YouTuber. We're not trying to do that. I show you just what you need to know to get the success you're looking for. The next video, I talk about creating your thumbnails. You'll actually watch me create a thumbnail. And I believe I use Canva in that video. I use the free version. And so that's video is right there. Again, if you're trying to do this for free, I wanted to make sure I gave you every possibility and everything that I have available to show you how to do that. And so that is creating your thumbnails, recording your first video. Again, I show you can record a video, spoilers, using just your smartphone. You don't need to buy any fancy equipment. You don't need a fancy microphone or anything like that. Just using your AirPods or the plug-in headphones that you have. It doesn't matter. It's all about creating the content. And so in here, it's just recording that first video. And I'll actually record a very short video in that video. And it's kind of a little meta. And then I use that video and I edit it in the next video. Now, the editing video, I'm using something called Camtasia, which is not free, but you can use iMovie. There's plenty of free tools out there, apps for your phone, things that you can download on your computer, web-based editors, all free. So there's definitely possibilities out there that doesn't require money. I just happen to be familiar with Camtasia, and that's what I use in that particular video. Then in the next video, I show you how to upload your very first video, how to schedule it, or if you want to push it live right then and there, you can do that. And then in the next video is one of the most important things that you can do when it comes to publishing videos. Just like when if you're running ads on your books, it's analyzing the data, learning what YouTube can tell you about the people who have consumed it. And so, what they liked, what they didn't like, what they have in common with other people, things like that. YouTube gives you, believe it or not, more information than what Amazon gives you when it comes to running Amazon ads. But again, going back to one of the first videos is where there's a lot of similarities between books and publishing YouTube videos. This video is really important, the analyzing the data. And then it's about going beyond the videos. So that's the next tab. And this is things like going live. It's not as scary as you might think it is. I give you some really, honestly, heartfelt, my own experiences on doing live streams and some experiences I've had, both positively and negatively. But either way, I absolutely suggest that, just to think about going live. The next one is how to create timestamps on your videos. Now, that might seem like something that's not that important. I mean, you want someone to watch your video, right? So you want them to watch the whole thing. But by putting timestamps in there, you actually show them, they start getting a little bored. You're showing them what's coming up. Timestamps are things that are actually searchable and indexed on Google because Google owns YouTube, if you didn't know that. And so timestamps are things that can absolutely help more people find your books through your videos. Again, it's super crazy that so many people are not using YouTube to show off their books. And then adding on top of that, to prove that this is a social media platform, even though a lot of people don't treat it that way, how to create YouTube posts. Just like Facebook posts, you can create YouTube posts on your channel. So that's what that is. And then here, the next module is really about what's next. What do I do after I create those videos? And this video right here is ongoing tasks, things that you're going to be doing however frequently you decide you're going to be publishing videos. So if you're going to publish a video a week, then these are things you're going to be doing on a pretty regular basis. If you're doing one a month, again, maybe a little bit less frequently. So that's what this video is all about. In this video, I share with you where to share your videos. Just like with books, you don't want to just publish and pray, right? You want to create them. I mean, you're spending some time. I'm trying to make it as minimal amount of time as possible, but you're spending some time creating these videos to show off your books. You want to make sure that it's not just, you're not leaving everything in the hands of the YouTube algorithm, especially when you first start out, because just like with Amazon, at first, YouTube doesn't know what your channel is about. Now, I will show you in the videos on the settings and things like that, how you can show the algorithm a little bit and teach them what your channel is about, but you want to share it, right? You want to share it and let more people see it. The next video is one that I'm not sure how many people are really interested in it, but I wanted to put it out there, and that is ways of making money with YouTube besides promoting your books. And so it's a separate video all about other ways to use YouTube to make money. You know, not just the YouTube Partner Program, but other ways that you can do it, even if you don't have a lot of followers, subscribers, or whatever. So that's in that video. I would be remiss if I didn't have a video talking about creating an email list. Again, just like with books, it's the only way to make the people, the users of YouTube, your customers, right? They're YouTube's customers unless they give you their email address. So that is a video on that. And then these are just some YouTube best practices, do's and don'ts, things that I wish I had known when I first started. Again, to make this as easy on you as possible, to take up the least amount of time and give you the fastest chance of success. And again, this isn't trying to make you a YouTuber. So number of subscribers, that is a vanity matrix that doesn't matter. All that matters when it comes to YouTube for books with your YouTube channel is getting book sales. And you can get book sales even without any subscribers. And I show you how to do that in this course. And then at the end, it's before you leave, just some final thoughts that I give you, and then helpful resources. This helpful resources is, well, just what it says, super helpful. Throughout the entire course, I mentioned things, but this is everything from the YouTube gear that I use to video software, video editing software. CapCut is absolutely free. iMovie is absolutely free. Camtasia is not free, but you don't have to use it. Here are some freelancers that I use, whether it's to create banners, my thumbnail designers. These three are ones that I've used on Fiverr. Pankaj is actually my current designer of thumbnails. If you like the thumbnails he's done, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments. Give him a shout out. He's actually doing a huge discount and deal that for the customers of YouTube for books, that he'll create your first thumbnail for absolutely free for anybody who's a student of YouTube for books. He's still very reasonably priced. But again, these are all people that I've used. Video editors, this one right here, Milo. Milo has literally been my video editor for over 4 years now, and absolutely love him. Again, if you love what Milo's been doing to these videos, let him know down in the comments as well. And then these are some other video editors that I've worked with in the past. And then this is someone who does specifically YouTube Shorts. He's a creator of YouTube Shorts. So again, I can include that. And then other helpful links like YouTube Terms and Service, guidelines, partner program eligibility. And then here's one. This is actually, like I said, the whole thing. I created a YouTube channel specifically for YouTube for books. And so here's a link in the course to the YouTube for Books YouTube channel. And then this is a link to the very first video that I record in the course and edit in the course. And that's a link to that. So like I said, that's everything that is in YouTube for books. I put my heart and soul into this, taking two of my biggest passions, YouTube and books, and showing you how you can take both of those things and really meld them together and see so much more success with books by doing something different, doing something that your competition isn't doing. Well, there you go. That's everything that's in YouTube for books. Now, even if you decide that you don't want to try a YouTube channel to show off your books, I can respect that. No big deal. It's not for everybody. But I hope that the fact that this course exists at least opens your mind and gets you thinking outside of the box when it comes to ways to market and promote your book. I mean, don't they say the definition of crazy is to do the same thing but expect different results? If everybody out there, if all your competition is on all the other social media and Amazon ads and doing that other stuff, then why not do something different? I'm not saying don't do the other stuff, but add something to it. Add something that's different, that's going to make you stand out, that's going to give you those users that may have never heard of you any other way. So again, even if you don't want a YouTube channel, just make sure that you try something different. Now, if you do want to learn more about YouTube for books, you can head on over to kwheelerbooks.com/YT4B. Now, when I was showing you the course, I showed you the resource section. And in that section, I have a part where I show freelancers that I've used in the past for creating thumbnails and all that other stuff. But I've actually used freelancers on Fiverr in particular for more than that. I've used them for my books. In fact, this video right here, I'm actually using ghostwriters from Fiverr, and you got to see the results. If you've already seen that, or maybe you're not interested in hiring a freelancer to ghostwrite your next book, YouTube says that this video right here is perfect for you. So I'll catch you inside one of these videos, and remember to write right.